Y'all, let's talk about the old girl Kelly Price. Okay, let's talk about the old girl Kelly Price. So Kelly Price was on Vlad, and she was basically talking about the music industry and how the music industry loves to procure and assault young girls for the sake of giving them stardom. This is what the Jasmine brand is saying. Hold up, y'all. Let me get some of this tea. Make sure y'all like this video. So Kelly Price directly addresses a mother who's associated with R. Kelly. R&B songstress Kelly Price took to Instagram to let Jocelyn, okay, Jocelyn Savage's mama, child, where they get these names from? Jocelyn Savage, know that she's not one to ignore threats. During a live stream, she directly addressed Jocelyn, who's the mother of Jocelyn Savage. Okay, let me see. Okay, because if I don't have, listen, I'm gonna just go ahead and pull up on my Instagram. Here she go. Kelly can speak for herself.
Hey, I'm gonna make this really, really quick. And I'm going live because
Hold up, let me pull it. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all so y'all can see Kelly because I need for y'all to be able to see the look in Kelly's eyes. Kelly was serious. Stop fucking playing on my phone a little bit.
hey, I'm gonna make this really, really quick. And I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to come and threaten me, I'm gonna put you out there. Be really careful about telling me that I need to tread lightly if you're not prepared to back up what you say.
Okay.
Okay? I said what I said, and I can stand behind
Thank
everything
you,
that I
Plus
said.
Bluff
I was
Collection by
raped as a
Marie.
kid.
Thank
I was
you
also
for becoming
molested.
a
I would
member.
never stand behind someone who is doing the same thing. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I said what I had to say about R. Kelly. He's
Thank you,
in jail
Angela.
right now. I also said that I believe that that's where he belongs because where there's smoke, there's fire. But please, Miss Savage, you threatened me and you told me I should tread lightly. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. I have nothing to do with what your family went through. I wasn't around when y'all were around. I will never stand in the corner of a rapist. I will never stand in the corner of somebody who is violent towards women or children. But it sounds like a hit dog is howling right now.
That's what it sound like.
I never said anything about your family.
Didn't
The
say their name
statement that
not
I made
once.
was about the industry as a culture, and I stand on it.
You should.
Young girls and women, period, have not been safe in this business because they've been preyed upon.
Sin Santana,
And
anyone?
people have known that girls that want a career, a lot of times, will do whatever is necessary to have one.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, sometimes their parents want them to have one so bad that they will facilitate that process. Now, if that wasn't your mama, why are you worried about it?
Okay.
I never said I saw your mama backstage with you.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I actually didn't even say that I saw anybody. My exact phrase was, I never saw R. Kelly with underage girls. He never brought them around me. He never did anything like that around me. I said, somebody who is violent towards women or children said what I said.
Okay.
Be very careful. Don't start something that you can't finish.
Because I beat your ass.
Because I don't play that. You told me to tread lightly. I'm glad you said it, and I'm glad you said it openly. But if you're not that girl, don't make those kind of threats.
Because I beat your ass. So it wasn't Jocelyn. Just to be clear, it was her mother. Okay. Because we all thought it was Jocelyn at first based off what Kelly was saying. But this is what Jocelyn's mama had to say. Kelly Price, for whatever reason, other moms were backstage or in business meetings at the studio. It doesn't give him the right to recruit for his cult. Let's say your mom was backstage with you doing legitimate business moves in the industry. Does that automatically mean you back there not for your talents and just as a groupie? First of all, nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. You putting a lot of sauce on this statement, letting us know exactly what it is. Y'all be telling on yourselves. Sometimes it's best to shut what they call the fuck up so that you don't tell on yourself, Mrs. Savage. What he did to my family and I is inhumane, and all who knew should be brought to justice along with him, like Kevin Giles, Cheryl Mack, etc., who turned a blind eye. I encourage you to tread, or she said thread, but she meant tread lightly.
You know he didn't do it by himself.
And that's the other thing I'm going to say. So in this business, and nobody really wants to talk about it, in this business, that's not odd. That's actually the culture. It's the culture. And now that I have seen that culture. I've seen mothers bring their daughters backstage.
Well,
and
that's
the thing that nobody wants to talk about.
That's the dirty part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what she said. So where Jocelyn and Mammy came from, and this is a picture of Jocelyn and her mama backstage with R. Kelly. Right here. You telling on yourself, ma'am. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Alf Mac. Thank you so much, or Alf MC. Thank you so much. I'm with Kelly. Don't threaten me just because you a hit dog hollering. Nobody told you to take your daughter to an R. Kelly concert trying to get her legitimately into doing business with a man that has already been put on trial for having sex with multiple underage girls. Y'all, I remember when the tapes came out, there was several tapes. It wasn't just one little girl. It was about 2 or 3 girls. And it was only one of them that ended up going to trial when he got off in what that was, 2002. If you took your child to see Robert Kelly after 2002 with the hopes of her working with him, you put your daughter in a situation whether you went there to do that or not. To me, what Kelly was saying is that there are a lot of y'all that are okay with selling y'all children as long as your children are receiving a lot of money for it. Because a lot of you gutter snipe mentality having bitches feel like, oh, at least she getting money for it. They gonna be niggas out here taking advantage of her anyway. It might as well be somebody that could give her an opportunity. That's what y'all say. And you took your daughter back there to work with a man who had already been on trial, who has been talked about all up and through Chicago for what he does, where you're from. And you're going to sit up here. You're going to sit up in our faces and act like you just had your daughter backed up for business purposes. Bitch, what you don't understand about how you shouldn't have been trying to do business with him? What you don't get about that? You shouldn't have been trying to have your daughter around Robert, period, after that happened. There is no excuse to me for it at all. Even if he was acquitted, even if the court did say he didn't do it, that's way too much doubt left on the streets for you to feel like, oh, I'm a chance bringing my daughter, my child that I love around this man to take her innocence, to fuck up her mind and warp her self-esteem. Because Jocelyn has been fucked up from this situation. And ma'am, you are guilty. Just like the people you're asking to be brought to justice, you are guilty as well, which is why you are under Kelly Price's comments, speaking when nobody was talking to you. This is the type of shit that make me mad. Don't get us upset all over again about you and Robert and them. Don't get us upset all over again. Don't play with Kelly. Because it will rain. There'll be pain. Only for a little while. Y'all, I'm not going to do it, but y'all know that's my song. That's my song. That's my bounce song right there. Understand. Count it all. Count it on joy. You better come, morning will come after the rain. Yeah, keep your head high. Listen, if you ain't from New Orleans, you don't know, I guess.